Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Keeping It Real with Ride. And just in case some of you don't know, Ride is not my real name. It is my nickname, okay? People do know me as Ride. It also is one of my favorite gaming names, so just to let you know that. So a lot has happened today. And I like keeping it real, and I love my history in the making, history that's long past, history that just happened, because um, every second that goes by is history. So today we're going to be talking about a really big historical moment. Um, I don't know how many of you are political, or, it doesn't really matter, if you're Republican or Democrat or neutral, or whatever. So there is some epic things that have happened today that are history in the making. Let me start off by saying one thing. Today was the very last um, rally for for President Trump. Today was the last rally. He held it, of course, at the presidential, I forgot what it's called, presidential arena or something like that. Um, and one of the things he did, which was, that he has had numerous attempts. We won't say what, but numerous attempts, right? So he walks out to the stage by one of the entrances on the ground floor, stunned everyone, and people were just like, oh my God, he's it's coming right through the crowd, and everybody's taking the selfies, pictures. Everybody's got their cameras up. The place goes wild. It is holding like 20,000 people. The place is going wild, to see Trump, President Trump, just walking, just just walking down the stairs in the middle of the crowd. Unexpectedly, they were expecting him to come out like he usually does in a grand fashion, you know, um, right onto the stage. No, he said, "This is my last rally." I mean, this is what I'm thinking. It's like, "This is my last rally, for the people, and I'm doing it with the people. I'm gonna be mingling with them, be shoulder to shoulder with them," and that's exactly what he did. And everybody just went totally nuts about it. So that was really, it was, when I watched it, I was like, oh my God, this guy, I can't believe it. He is so awesome, and the vibe that he puts out. I can feel the vibe through the TV. So what are these other people feeling who are actually there? Because I can feel the vibe coming through the TV. So he has that strength, that type of charisma, um, that he's like, he does it. So the other thing on this last rally that he did, this was like, I just couldn't believe it. Okay, so the village people performed. They did the YMCA. And in case some of you people don't know, the YMCA was very big in the 70s. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. Okay, so some of you might be like, oh, I remember that song. Some of you be like, what? I've never heard of it. Okay, so uh, you can, if you watch the rally, they performed it. But seeing them perform it and hearing them perform it when they were in their prime is a really good thing to do. Just so you can get, because they did sound pretty much like um, how they did when that song uh, went crazy in the 70s. But just I would recommend just jumping on YouTube and doing a search, Village People YMCA. Get one of the videos of them performing it, and just listen to the song then. Um, and so he was on stage with them when they were performing this. Trump was on stage, and he was, doing his little dance, and he was on stage with them. It was so cool. And the person who was singing "God Bless America," um, I think that's the song he was performing. When Trump got on stage, after he walked through the crowd, And when he got on stage, he was like, he went up, shook the hand, hugged that guy real tight, and shook his hand. Um, it was very epic also uh, for Trump. I don't care what anybody says. You can This type of stuff did never ever happen at a Kamala rally. They had even like been like doing tracks on the cell phones. A lot of her people were shipped in, and it was confirmed, by people with the buses outside, and people saying, yeah, they got paid. They were getting paid to go to different Kamala rallies. Just saying, people. I mean, Trump, how did he get the popular vote? He, it's what it is. He deserved this. We're waiting. So some of the things that on day one, that he is going to be doing, of course, he's doing a emergency to get that border shut down immediately. A national security issue. He's going to sign it in on day one. Now he gets sworn in tomorrow at noon. He gets sworn in noon East Coast time. So, and for the West Coast people, that's 3 hours ahead. So that'd be 9 o'clock our time is when we'll see him get sworn in. So that would be really awesome. There was another fact that I didn't know about the transition from the two different presidents. The team, now Biden is still there. Basically, he's still living in the quarters. If he's even there, who knows where he is? Okay, who knows where he's been like the last month and a half or half of the time that he was in office. He was on vacation half of the time, I think. They actually did a count of how many days that man was on vacation while he was in office. And it was just staggering, over 400 days. Over 400 days. You can Google it to see what the actual count was, but I know that just sticks in my head. It was over 400 days that this man was on vacation. Not, not your vacation, but actually on vacation. That's unheard of. So you could say he set a new record about that, about the first, I don't know, I can't say, but maybe he set a record for the most days off that a president took on vacation while he was in office. That might be his one legacy that people like. Well, what? you know, who was running the country then? Kamala? No, his when they were shielding him and stuff, it wasn't Kamala, wasn't. It was his handlers. We'll call them handlers or whatever. His aides, his handlers, um, whoever else was influencing him. They were the ones actually running the country and saying, and putting things and saying things and saying, okay, you're going to sign this, you're going to sign that, you're going to sign that. But over 400 days on vacation. So anyways, so let's get back to some good stuff, some happy stuff. Okay, so Trump's going to sign the emergency order for the border tomorrow. I was talking about they have, I believe, 6 hours to, Biden's stuff is packed up and ready to be moved out. They have 6 hours to get his stuff out and to get Trump and his family stuff in and put in place of where they want their stuff to go. 6 hours. Do you imagine how many people that's going to require to get everything set so when they step in to the White House, there's no waiting like, hotel, and they say, oh, I'm sorry, your room's not ready yet. No, they don't do that. It's going to be as soon as they are done and they go to the White House and their stuff is going to be ready and they can just walk right in. That's what they're doing, but they have 6 hours to do that. Can you just imagine? Everything is timed down to the minute of, getting this done, to getting this done, to getting that done. So hats off to the hundreds of staff that have to do this. I mean, they're moving everything, because they bring in personal furniture too. So they have personal furniture. It's just not clothing and stuff like that. It's actual furniture. They can bring in their own furniture. So it's actually actual furniture. Plus, for the furniture that they choose to use from the archives, from the actual furniture, historical furniture, that stuff, if the new president don't want that stuff's got to be special packed and sent back to the archives room. It's a massive thing. I had no idea. And I'm sure maybe a lot of you didn't either. What it takes and everything, and the hundreds of people are going to be involved. And the people, especially people who know how to pack these artifacts so they don't get damaged, getting them back to the archive room. So I just wanted to cover that this historical fact that is happening, that will be history tomorrow. Some of us already been made history, because Trump is the first president who became president for the second term without it being what is that word? He was not the president elect. I mean, he wasn't in office already, and he won. He skipped a term, and then he won. That made history. So that is another historical fact that has happened for history. And for the people who really love old history, yeah, we'll be doing that too. Don't worry about it, okay? We're just going to be doing all kinds of history, keeping everything real. Until tomorrow, everybody, have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.